Welcome to the journey home. My name is Catherine and I live in Nova Scotia, Canada. The following is a oracle reading for you, cards that I pulled that I will read fully from and without advertisement. Please subscribe, hit the like, and enjoy your reading. This card chosen for you is from the Fairies Oracle by Brian Froud. Card number 64, Gawtcha. Sudden shock, unexpected events, rude awakenings. Gawtcha is the out of the blue fairy. He likes to surprise us. You know you're walking along minding your own business or not minding any business at all, and the universe smacks you on your blind side with something that makes an awful splat. Unexpected demands from the tax man, the bank's hole in the wall, machine eats your bank card late at night while the burly and irritable taxi driver is waiting. Your children find a way to dye themselves green just before your in-laws arrive. A meteor hits your car. Gawtcha is of course capable of happy surprises as well as shocking or miserable ones. Perhaps your lottery ticket wins. There is a school of thought that says this is just karma. We deserve it for sins we have totally forgotten in other lifetimes. Not so. Karma is about lessons we need to learn, not about punishment, and meaningless events don't teach us much. So this may be karma, but it isn't that kind of karma. There is another school of thought that says all these things are our choices. We choose to be there when this is happening. We choose to step in front of the invisible cosmic bus. There is some truth to this, on one level of being high in the superconscious. As Gawtcha says, I know more than I see. But most of us don't function at that exalted intuitive level of consciousness much of the time. However, many of us do get hints, little flashes of intuition, and sometimes even big flashes of intuition. We often say, I knew I shouldn't have gone that way, or trusted that person, or invested in that stock. There are two things Gawtcha is trying to teach us. He says he doesn't know, or he doesn't enjoy doing it, but I do believe him. Do I believe him? Actually, I do. Mostly. First, we need to learn to listen and trust our intuition. We need to be awake and aware. It is just part of what we need to learn in order to fulfill our potential, to have happy and satisfying lives. Without it, we are sleepwalking in the world, missing all of the wonders and joys, while not missing many of the bumps and pitfalls. Second, when there are lessons we need to learn, or when there are experiences that are properly other people's, but that have impact on us, we need to learn to roll with the punches, to take what comes at us, learn what we can from it, and regain our balance as quickly as possible. Things happen. We can't always control them, and we can't always get out of their way. We don't always even have a choice about them. For example, to live with a beloved animal friend probably means that you are going to lose that creature at some point, because most pets have shorter lifetimes than humans. Other things happen as well. People occasionally win huge sums of money in lotteries, but this too, we need to be able to take in our stride and not be completely lost in it. Gawtcha knows we like to build sturdy, rigid structures in our minds and lives, but he also knows that these often are not good for us. Sometimes we even complain about them, muttering about life being dull and boring, yet we cling to them tenaciously. Such inner and outer rigidities usually encourage stagnation, and the Unity card, card number 1, insists on growth. So to help us along, Gawtcha kindly delivers these sudden surprises. Yet how often do we remember to say thank you? It's hard, Gawtcha says, doing such a difficult job. It's enough to drive a fairy to drink. From the look of the bloodshot eye, he has already been into some of the more potent otherworld nectar. Your message here is that Gawtcha in a reading speaks to us of sudden, often violent breakdowns of existing structures, habits, patterns, and or attitudes, when we become too tightly confined by our own imposed limitations, including the desire for comfort and security. Gawtcha kindly breaks the structure restraining us, whether we think we want him or not. On a soul level, we know this is to be necessary, but in our everyday thoughts, we usually get pretty upset about it. However, breakdown can lead to breakthrough. This is liberation, and we often haven't a clue what to do with it. This is usually the beginning of a period of confusion, even disorientation, while we search for a way forward, although we may think we are simply searching for a way back to what we had before. Recommendation: do not try to pick up the pieces and put them back like they were. Consider instead what you would like to build in that part of your life, and this time remember to leave room for growth. As a warning, stagnation rules. It may seem that the situation is forever stuck, mired down in a swamp of misery, boredom, or pain. So it is, and it will remain so until someone, probably the querent, voluntarily sacrifices something outgrown but tightly clung to in order to acquire something better. Bear in mind that the only truly meaningful sacrifice is ourselves, our time, our energy, our attitudes and beliefs. Gawtcha, standing on his head, suggests that we can break loose from this pattern by dedicating ourselves to some service, some voluntary but meaningful sacrifice that will loosen the knots, break loose the cement around the joints, and set us free. Gawtcha would like to see us do this, and save him a lot of effort. Otherwise, he says, helpfully, I will come and help you break those loose just as soon as I have a moment to spare. Before I read the second card for you, just a reminder to please hit the like and help me beat those algorithms. For every like that you give me is potentially 1,000 suggestions and recommendations on YouTube. Thank you and God bless. Enjoy the rest of the reading. This card pulled for you is from the Fairy Forest, an oracle of the wild green world by Lucy Cavendish. Card number 7, the Green Witch. Fresh, new, spring. When you are pure of heart, the whole world is full of potential. And this is the message from this innocent green witch to you. She is green as in the fresh new shoot from the seed pushing urgently towards the sun. She is green and connected to the earth, flowing with the cycles of nature. She is green in that she looks as much to the natural world for company, friendship, and fulfillment as you currently do to fellow humans. She is your reminder to begin to reconnect to the wild green world, to the fairy forests all about you, to go back to a place where you empty yourself of expectations and stories and knowledge, and just admit that in some circumstances and at some times you are as a babe. You are newborn, and in that moment of unknowingness and of admitting and embracing your own powers of renewal, you can finally learn what it is you are here to learn. Be not so certain or so experienced when this card comes to you. Be new, be fresh, be unwise, be unknowing, be innocent. And then the new cycle can finally and truly begin. Artwork, The Green Witch. If you're still here, thanks for listening to this oracle reading. And please join us Wednesdays and Sunday nights live. If you would like some free cards pulled for you, I would love to pull them for you. Check the website out too. There are all kinds of perks for members over there. God bless, and talk to you again soon. Bye-bye for now.